start microchipping the newborn babies. Look at this. I just stumbled upon this. The government sets the record straight on newborns being implanted with the microchips. Let's look at this because this is no. The government has clarified allegations that newborn babies will be implanted with electronic chips in the digital rollout. So we're talking about babies now. We're talking about the newborn babies. They're using Kenya. Kenya is going to microchip their newborn babies. I don't even know how I just got on that tab. I picked up my laptop after I just got the eating some grilled food. I don't even know how I got on the I know how I got on it. I know how I got on it. They're going to implant the babies. The government is going to implant the babies with they're going to do the implant chips in the babies. I just got a deja vu. What happened was how I got led to this. I saw this TikTok thing where Bill Gates' farmland, when it was laid over the Navy map, he's got all the dry lands. And then somehow I ended up on the microchips, the digital IDs for the babies. Immigration and Citizen Services, Principal Secretary Julius Bitok, look, reminds me like Bitcoin, but Bitok, linked the allegations to the business rivalry among international technology firms. He told the Catholic bishops that the claims were a smear campaign by firms unhappy with the government's decision to prioritize homegrown IT solutions. Furthermore, the PS said the government was wary of entrusting foreign firms with the design and the implementation of the project due to concerns over data protection and integrity. The propaganda that we are inserting, we're going to hear what they're saying, the propaganda that we are inserting chips into babies was fueled by the vendors and the result of the government's refusal to take them up on the project. They noted that the government preferred using the local experts and the existing digital foundations as opposed to the global technology firms. You all, this is getting really, really serious right here. Look at this. He explained that the decision to go local, they're going local to do it, was born out of a deliberate policy to promote the local enterprise and general tech firms in particular. Some experts have wanted, some have wanted Masha Namba from the ground, but we declined their proposal on the basis that this is the Kenyan ID process. This is Kenya's ID and process, and we already have a foundational ID. It's just an upgrade. Clergy digital ID concerns you all. The bishops have invited the Bitcoin, and the technical team on the digital ID to Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops headquarters in Waiamuni House in Nairobi to clarify their alleged implants and the newborn baby, other claims touching on the project. Are you just tuning in? They offered their grassroots network. Their knowledge is power. There is a need to continuously share their information. It is imperative that the continuity and diversity in communicating the right information. Look at this. Also read that the government will start issuing new digital IDs to the Kenyans. They're getting their digital ID. Wouldn't it make sense that you would even though they said it's theirs, wouldn't it make sense that you would go to a country that was not a fully developed country, but you would test it? Isn't that Mr. Gates? Mr. Gates. And Kenya. We want to see if you got some stuff going on with Kenya, Mr. Gates. What did he do in Kenya? What did Bill Gates do in Kenya? Did he do something? What did he do? In Kenya, the workforce focuses on the areas of overlap between our expertise and the government's priorities under the Kenya Vision 2030 Development Blueprint and the country's United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which include primary health care and gender equality. Oh no. He has, oh, look at this. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation announces what, $2 billion in grants, $2 million in grants. Oh my gosh, you all, they got $7 billion for health and stuff. No, let's see, this is not, no. Look at this. Kenya's digital ID. This is last year. While we were sleeping, while we were distracted, Bill Gates Foundation, Kenya's digital ID boosted by Bill Gates Foundation. That's going to be their trial. That's where they're going to do it, you all. They're going to tell you how you doing over here. No. I didn't want to do the cancel it. I don't want to. Thank you. I didn't want to cancel this. No, this is wild. This is wild. They're setting up their health care. Their health care. Where am I supposed to be going? I'm supposed to be getting back here to the digital ID. They're gonna do the babies. Okay, they're gonna boost the public confidence in the safety and the security of the digital ID. The next stage. This was in October of 2023, if you're just tuning in. They were responding to the concerns. There were 500 public participation stockholder forums that undertook so far, several others lined up in the country. This is in October of last year. What was going on in October of last year? It's their digital rollout. The bishops called for more public participation and stakeholder involvement in the digital ID rollout. They got the bishops involved. I guess that's all you get on that. Thank you, Edwin Hinda. Okay, we want to go click to the government and the new digital. My nose is itching. That's spiritual. That is spiritual. I'm trying to get over here to the government of Kenya and their new digital IDs because this is really making my nose itch. They will also target Kenyan seeking replacements of lost or damaged IDs. What digital IDs? They got their digital IDs got damaged in Kenya. They call it the Mashia card. Mashia card. It's known as their digital ID, but the babies are going to all Kenyans. Look at this. All Kenyans turning 18 years in whichever part of Kenya will be issued the digital ID, which is called the Maisha card, on a pilot basis. This is the trial run. This way, we'll establish whether there are any errors and issues before we do the penultimate launch. The penultimate launch. I don't know what the penultimate launch is. As per statement, the government is keen to avoid the pitfalls similar to those that befell the unsuccessful introduction of the Hudama Nama, and will use this phase to remedy the challenge. You are just tuning in. They got the Masha Baba. The civil society will support the rollout of the digital IDs. So they got the features of the, where was we at? Let's get back to this. The government confirmed it, that they will, you all. This is not a joke. This is the Kenya Times. This is Kenya Times. This is happening in Kenya. You just tuning in. You cannot stop this. Listen, Andrea Honey. I'm going to read you what Angela Honey has written. I'm going to read her statement. You're going to have to listen very carefully to what she has said. I don't think anyone can stop this by rising up. I don't hold much hope in major churches either. Stay safe. There is evil in place and keep the evil in place. You know what? I agree with you. We cannot stop it. The only thing we can do at this point is raise awareness. You've got to get prepared spiritually on the inside of your being. You've got to get strong. You got to get grounded on the inside. You got to get strong. You got to get strong for what's coming. I do agree with her statement. Some may not agree with it, but I, in my spirit, I agree with her statement. You can't stop it. It's much bigger than me. It's much bigger than you. Look, we got the whole world behind this. This is happening in Kenya. Where are we at over here? Where are we at in Kenya? We got to find Kenya on this map. Get out of the way, chair. I try to get my chair out of the way, you all. We're going to find out where Kenya is located because we're looking at Kenya. Let's find Kenya over here. I can't really see it. I got to turn on my light. Gina, can you turn on your light? I got to turn on my light. I can't really see it that well. Okay, let's find the Kenya on here. Well, let's find out where Kenya, because Africa is the most. Okay, Africa. Remember when all the leaders went to Africa? They did. And Table Mountain, Cape Town, South Africa, is the largest alien base on the planet and under the planet. So we're trying to find Kenya on here. Let me try to see if I can find Kenya on this map. We got Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, Zambia. When I worked at Humana, oh no, they had people come in from Gambia. It wasn't Zambia, but it was Zambia. Kenya right here. We're looking at Kenya. Oh, how convenient. It's right outside of Ethiopia. Ethiopia in biblical times, isn't that where the Queen of Sheba came from? Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Look at this. This is Kenya. Kenya, they're doing it in Kenya. Right there you are. I don't know what the different color. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. Let's look at the map. The different colors. What if the different colors of these are lined up with the different colors on the map? Let's look at this. So Kenya is this color right here. It's that color of red. France is, I think it's the same color as France. It's the same color as North America also up here at the top. The Kenya is the same color. What is this country? Botswana. Look at this. Why the different colors? You have to ask yourself, you got Kenya, you got Egypt and Kenya. They are the same color, just the light is just different. They're the same colors. What is this country right here? Sana. We got India. We got France. We got Poland. What is that down there? I can't see what that is right there. Bosnia. What's this little red thing? Sofia. We got Egypt. France. There's something going on. Peru is the same color, and so is that. Okay, Gina, quit playing around. Okay, I'm tired of quit. I'm not playing around, but I was looking at that. The digital IDs in Kenya, they're rolling it out. They're rolling it out for the newborns, and this was in October of 2023 for the digital ID. This is going to get Gina in trouble. This video right here is going to get me in a lot of trouble, but at this point, I don't really care. I don't care at this point. No, I don't. It's November of 2023. This was just a few months ago. Look at that. And this is Professor Julius Bittalk. Reminds me of Bitcoin. Reminds me of Bitcoin for some reason because it's digital. The government has clarified the allegations that newborn babies will be implanted with electronic chips in the digital ID rollout. The newborns. And the Kenyans now, they're going to have to, okay, here's what's happening. They're going to start playing. They're also going to have to start contributing to Social Security. So they're going to become a developed country. So what happens? Let's think about this. If the United States becomes like a third world country or something, They're going to level the playing field. They gotta get these other countries brought up to speed by the wealthy investors such as Bill Gates. They got to roll their systems out over there. Let me try to get over here where I'm talking. Look, now it's the Kenya Times right here. Digital ID, the government clarifies the claims of babies having microchips. There was something else that I saw. Look at this. Myth story about microchips being implanted. No European member state or any other country in the world plans to implant newborn babies. Look at that article right there. No, is Kenya a country? Is Kenya considered a country? Where we at? Gina, can you zoom in? I'm trying to. It looks like a country to me. It does look like a country right outside of Ethiopia. It's a myth, they said back in 2015. And no, or any other country in the world plans to. Well, maybe they didn't have their plans, but somebody else had other plans. The globalists, the rulers of this earth, they had other plans. They had a lot of other plans, and you can see it right here. Look at this one person. Digital ID. Now, fast forward, we're in the year 2023. So, oh my gosh, that's been 2015. So, around 8 years ago, fast forward around 8 years into the future, more or less. They got it in Kenya. They're going to microchip the babies. The newborn babies will be implanted with electronic chips. Where are they going to go? Teresa, honey, you got something to say on here. Let's see it right here. The Civil War comes out in April the 12th, and you think it's kind of a crazy that it... Oh, wow. You just tuning in and trying to see some comments on here. How we doing in the comments? Please remember to pray. Yeah, we got to pray for one another. It's very important to pray. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this thing. This was from the Ward Press. Now, we're just looking at a Google search. I see you got google.com. Oh, I don't even know how I came on that, you all. I promise you, I was looking at Bill Gates. I saw this TikTok video. They did an overlay of Bill Gates' farmland with the overlay of the new Navy map, how the new landmass would be in the United States. This lady on the TikTok, and he had the farmland, the little pockets of farmland. It lined up with the Navy map. And then somehow I got on, I thought, well, somehow I got on the topic, babies be microchip babies. Chipping children at birth seen on social media in 2025. What? Since April 2025, we're not even in 2025. We're not even in the year 2025. So why is this saying? It has been a legal requirement for all children to be microchipped by 8 years of age. What on earth? What is that? Something's really weird. That is not even 2025 yet. Let me do this because that's 2018. This is weird. Look at the article. Look at that. April of the 2018. Chipping children at birth seen on social media in 2025. They got the dogs. Of course, we got the dogs. We know you knew where it was going when they microchipped your dog. You knew what it was going to. And okay, now let's look at it. This is just a social media. This is a not believable thing right here. I'm just saying it. This thing right here, it says, having your child microchip can make a lot of difference when looking and try to identify a missing child. Since April of 2025, it has been legal requirements for all children to be microchipped by 8 years of age. In the year 2020, the Children Trust recorded 9,000 lost children were united with their parents due to having a microchip. A microchip with up-to-date details. Did you know that? I didn't know anything like that. Did you? What on earth is this thing? Each microchip has a unique number that must be registered on the government approved database. That's why we got all these data centers popping up all over the place. They're popping up all over the world. They're laying the groundwork. They got them strategically located. That way, when you take down one database, they're all connected. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If your child is not registered, this is hypothetically speaking, you all. This is a hypothetical article. Let me just say it right now. There is no Snopes fact checking this. This is a hypothetical article. That's all I'm going to say about hypothetically speaking. When you, because this is way in the future, so there's no way it could even be true. It could not hold any merit in the here and now. Right here, look at this. Each microchip has a unique, if your child has not been registered on one of these databases, you can be fined. Oh my gosh. It is important that the information is kept up to date so that your child does. So if your child does go missing, you can be contacted at the correct phone number and address, reporting it to the police as soon as possible. What is this? Look at this, UNICEF. More arguments of that will be made for chipping children at birth are my exciting forthcomings report for UNICEF on ICT for education. UNICEF. Is UNICEF the one thing? You remember when I was in, what grade I was in? I was in kindergarten around Pleasant Ridge Elementary School. Was the UNICEF the thing where you have your hands held together, two hands held together, with something in the center? Why did I draw that as a baby? Not a baby, a little girl. I drew that. The two hands held together. Is that UNICEF? I don't know. Oh, look, no. See, this is this person said. Just to be clear about the genesis of this note, I replaced the word dog with child and made one or two other minor changes to the flow of the text from Thames Valley Police so that it made sense. But the vast bulk of this report, word for word, taken from their helpful advice relating to dogs, I have written this post to make us all think about what the future will hold, whether we want a future like this, and what we should do about the seemingly inevitable path towards all humans becoming cyborgs. So this was, let's just say this is a satire-like article. And he replaced the words. He switched the words around in this. Okay, that's 2025. Let me just do this. Look at this. Snopes says this is not true. In 2015, the U.S. government has been microchipping babies since. According to several hospital insiders, employees have been forced to microchip the newborn babies in thousands of hospitals across the country. Snopes has fact-checked this, you all. We want to get the fact-checking done by Snopes. Snopes is the fact-checker as of 2015, and they said that this is not true. The claim was, they said it's false. The claim was, see, we could even be thinking about something false. The claim was the U.S. government has been microchipping babies since 1983. This is not supposed to be true, okay? This was a hospital insider reveals. It was from an article titled Hospital Insider Reveals. They are saying that this is false in the United States. The RFID microchips are essentially a unique ID embedded in your body, as we know, and numbers can be stolen and data can be hacked, says the University of Wollongong professor Michael. They point out to Urban Surveillance Society Ubers. Why did they do Ubers? Think about it. The Uber cars. Why did they call this? Uber wasn't even around by then. The Uber surveillance. Why did they use the word Uber? Uber. Why did they have to put that in there? What does the word Uber mean? This Uber. Oh my gosh. Uber. Look at that. And the Uber survived the spying scandal. The Uber survived the spying scandal, whatever you want to call it. The Uber, and where were we at over here, you all? They used that word right there. The Uber surveillance society, that is Big Brother Orwellian society. The Orwellian, on the looking out of the large corporations, have the ability to track the people's actions and the movements, ultimately even control them. We don't got no large corporations, certainly. There are no large corporations that are... Well, look how they saying this. They saying this left eye of Horus. When you see them with the black eye, they're trying to say it's the eye of Horus. The left eye of Horus, Leoh. Left eye of Horus and the right eye of Ra. Is this true? Some will have a left eye and some will have a right eye. All right. We're not looking at that. We really aren't. We're looking at this thing. This is Kenya. The government has said, they have set the record straight, that they are going, the newborns being implanted with microchip. And this was November the 29th. You all, thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. Microchip on 2023. This is Kenya government. The government has clarified the allegations that the newborn babies will be implanted with electronic chips in the digital ID rollout. There was something else. And when they start doing their rollout, we just read it, that children, when you get 18 means is when you're an adult. That's when you get your, see, here's how they're so clever. They're so clever. When you're 18, you can join the military. When you're 16, you can apply for a driver's permit. 18 means, it's making me lightheaded, you all. It's really making me kind of lightheaded. What did they say about the 18-year-olds? We get to it in Kenya. They said rolling it out, and the Kenyans are going to have to start paying for Social Security. They got to start paying into Social Security. When they do, here's what they're going to do. Was an hour ago, 1 hour ago in Kenya. See that? The Kenya Times. The Susan Nahamamicha explained that the delay in rolling out the shift will allow talks between the national government and the governors to iron out the emerging issues about the implementation. The government deadline sets the deadlines for Kenyans. They will start contributing. I'm sure it's going to say Social Security. I don't want to go over to that, you all. No, I don't. They got the rollout of the digital ID, and Bill Gates. Here's what he did. I'm going to stop that. Stop it. I'm going to get over to the Bill Gates. I just want to get out of Bill Gates. How did I get on? I don't even know how I got on him. He's buying up the farmland. This is how I got over here. This is exactly how I got on this. I typed in Bill Gates and the Navy map. That's exactly what I did. That's all I did. I wasn't looking for the implants of chips. And then I went like this. And then I saw he buying up the farmland. And then we got then it went to this. It went to this, you all. Why are they doing the tracking of this? Okay. And then somehow I got over to, this. How did I get over to this? I'm going to try to show you how I got to where I got to. Okay, it must have been a new page that I opened up. The children being shipped at birth, the U.S. government, the hospitals. First I got over to here. Wait, let me get this. I got over to this right here. Hospitals Hospitals look at microchips for baby tracking and records. I clicked into that, the HMP Global. I went into that. Where did that take me? Because I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to it. Where did it take me? Okay, it took me over here to this place, the EMS World. It's making my eye itch too, you all. What's this? The National Registry Recertification Guide, helping you navigate. Okay, navigate. Radio frequency. This is 2007. So this is from 2007. A number of hospitals using baby trackers called Baby Low Jack. From the very first seconds of life to the focus attention. So this was called the Baby Low Jack back then in 2007. Here, I'm going to get back over here, you all. I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm going to get myself in big time trouble. Look at this. The Scottish babies. I don't even know if this is true either. This is called the Scotsman. The Scottish babies to be fitted with microchips under the new plans. We want to click into that. If you're just tuning in, we're just doing a Google. We're going on a Google adventure. That's all this is. It's a Google adventure in the virtual reality, the virtual world in which we find ourselves being immersed in. We're doing a virtual travel on the microchips, and we are over here on the Scotsman. We're over here on the Scotsman. I've never been here, never heard this. The Scottish babies to be fitted with the microchips under the new plans. Now, this may not even be true. This Scotsman thing, it might be a place. Where's Scotland? We got to find Scotland on the map, you all. Where is Scotland on this map? Come over here. We got to see where Scotland is located on this map. Where is Scotland? Because you know where Scotland's at on this map. I got to see if I can find Scotland over here. I can't see it right now. Hello. There's Sweden. I don't know where Scotland's located. I'm sure it's over here in Europe somewhere. Ireland and England. Thank you. England. Sweden, Norway, England. I can't really zoom up on it that well. I can't unless okay, it's located over here somewhere, so it's Scotland. So we're over here in Europe. We found out that Kenya, they have confirmed they're going to do the digital IDs on the newborns. They have confirmed it. We've got Scotland somewhere over here on this map. You can see what it's like that. Let me do this like here. Okay. I don't know if this Scotland. Y'all please give this video a thumbs up. All babies in Scotland will be fitted with a microchip at birth under proposals. It's just a proposal to ensure that the parents can keep tabs on their children at all times. And this is only from 2016. Surely this did not even happening. Okay, is someone saying that this is spreading fear? Fear is not real. Listen to me. This is not fear. When you raise awareness, it's giving you a chance to prepare yourself on the inside of your being for what is coming. If you take this as that fear, then you need to get some grounding on the inside of your being so that fear does not override your common sense, okay? So you can see clearly this is nothing. There's no fear base right here. We're reading articles. And when Kenya said they're going to be doing the babies and they're going to require everybody 18 years of age to have a digital ID, they mean it. This is fact. This is fact. The digital IDs are coming out, and they're going to implant a chip in their newborn babies in Kenya. When they start to roll this out, every single newborn born will get a microchip in there. That's going to be it would probably be, according to me, the third generation. The third generation. We was talking about how many generations. Was this one of these global leaders talking about, when he had a video yesterday, we did talk about it, when they were going to roll out their new world order and things, they said it would not help their generation, but they said it will take at least 3 generations. The third generation will be how they can save, the planet, our species. It had to be in the third generation. This would be the third generation right here. I'm trying to get down here to it. You all come on, look at this. Let me see. The chip. The chip would be inserted under the skin on the back of the infant's neck. Oh my gosh, on the back of their neck within an hour of them being born. Oh, wow. The proposal, it's just a proposal, you are. You just tuning in. This is a proposal. We are reading an article. We are on Google search engines and we are surfing the internet with Google. And we're under a newspaper, something online called The Scotsman. They said the proposal is to insert the microchip under the neck. Under the neck. The proposal would be brought in alongside the named person legislation, which will in August of, when was that? August of 2016. In August, they would propose it. See all children in Scotland given a state guardian to oversee their well-being and be regarded as part of a wider move by the Scottish government to offer further protection to your youngsters. To your youngsters, a proposal. It also comes as all pet owners in the UK are preparing to have their animals microchipped under Westminster. This is in 2016. Now we're in the year 2024. And it comes as all owners in the United Kingdom are preparing to have their animals microchipped under Westminster laws, which come into force next week. So this is 2016. 2016 in the UK. Where we at in the UK, you all? We're just going to find the UK. It's like an island. Right there. Westminster. Westminster. They're called furniture later in life. Let me do this, you all. Let me do this. Hold on. I gotta make my light bright. I gotta have a bright light. Okay, my light is bright. Okay. You all, we're in the darkness right now, but that's okay. We're in the darkness now. We are into the light. That is Westminster. The government is concerned merely with the safety of animals. It was a pilot project. A pilot project. Look at this. It is believed that during the pilot project, which took place between February and September last year, which would have been in 2015, not a single child was mislaid by its parents. Having a child microchip should give parents peace of mind because all children have the capacity to escape no matter how responsible the parent is. And this will make it much easier to reunite the worried parents. I don't know if this Scottish thing is like some kind of satire. Oh, look at this. Look at this. So here's what they said. They have passed it off as April Fools. Look at this. This was, as a number of you will have spotted, an April Fool. Our journalist, Joseph King Glendale, miscolon a thing. So they bring it here. And then you've got, where are we at? We are in Kenya. We are in Kenya where the government is set. They're going to microchip the implants. They're going to do it with the newborns. The government clarified allegations that the newborn babies will be implanted with electronic chips in the digital ID rollout. The propaganda that we are inserting chips. See, the Kenyan government, they decided to use their own people because they weren't going to have they were not going to have the leading global technology firms come in and mess with their existing digital foundations. They wanted to go local because they have a name for theirs. Their name for their digital ID is the Maisha Namba. And their fundamental digital ID, whereas at the 18-year-olds in Kenya, you're going to have an ID. In Kenya, they're going to start issuing their new digital IDs. Just like in the United States, you got a driver's license, you have to the whatever 2025 or something to get your real ID. That has the star on your real ID. Now let's go back. Gina, maybe this is all make believe. Nobody's getting their babies with a microchip. They ain't going to do it. It's all make believe. Well, Kenya's doing it. Kenya's doing it. Now, triple, the government asked to use the chips to immunize the children. What? Government asked to use chips to immunize the newborns? The human microchip implants, getting a chip implant for pay services. There are those. You already got the chip in your card. When you go to the gas station, when you go in to pay for your groceries or something, all you do is just do the chip. It says tap the card, tap the chip, show the chip insert. They already got it in your hand. All you're doing is it's in a card. But what happens one day when it goes into your hand? Goes in, look at this. 2017, cool or creepy? Human implanted microchips are here. This is 2017. Although not implanted, it has been standard protocol for nearly a decade for many hospitals to equip newborn babies with an RFID. I don't know about that. I don't. You got advantages of being microchipping and disadvantages. It's like the prisoners. When you get home arrest, you have that thing around your ankle. If you've ever had one of those things around your ankle, you are free to go where you want, more or less, and they will track you the whole time as long as you got your ankle bracelet. You got the ankle bracelet, but you may not need it one day. They'll just track you regardless. Tracking your children with a microchip. Okay, Gina, this is really bad. Take it up with Kenya. Look at this. 2018. Thousands of Swedes are inserting microchips under what? They're getting it under their skin. Sweden. Technological advancement. Thousands have had them. How close are human microchips cloning 2023? Government tech. I don't know where government tech is. If you're just tuning in, human implant. The World Economic Children. I don't know if this is true. I really don't. No. We're going Google surfing. Google is allowing us to go surfing on its search engine. Since we're in our homes and we're not physically traveling, we're virtually traveling, and we are surfing the internet on the Google engine. We're riding the Google engine is what we're doing. We're riding the Google engine. It's a very powerful engine. It is. The World Economic, the FEW, the FEW, this is what I call them, the FEW. Following our last show about the Suncorp, Adams and North have more to say about the microchipping. It appears that the microchipping appears to be, I'm not going to click into it. I'm not. You can go do your own research on the FEW, FEW, and you can see. We want to know what the Miami Herald had to say, and that's 2016, you all. Metro. You all, please give this video a thumbs up. The GPS, the Global Positioning Sensor, isn't that GPS? Global, worldwide positioning sensor. Parents track so much about their babies that a GPS chip, listen to me. You know how you're supposed to turn on your phone for your family members and stuff so that they can see wherever you at. They can track where you are on your phone. They can track you on your phone, and it's good to have people track you wherever you're at. Remember, turn on your location services. Well, you can do that when you're traveling. You want the GPS turned on so your map will work. So your map will work in your phone. No, look at this. We got to look at this too, because we already got Kenya. Kenya has already said, the Kenyan government, they have already said they're going to, with the digital ID rollout, they're going to microchip their babies. They're newborn babies, and the Kenyans don't have, I don't want no free access over here. I just want to see if I can even access. I can't access it. That's okay. They don't want me to access it. The Miami Herald GPS microchip implants for babies could be the future. An electronic ankle bracelet is with which you, if you get on house arrest or something, you get an electronic ankle bracelet. You do. What is this echo thing? I don't know. Oh my gosh, perhaps a microscopic chip inserted into your brain of every newborn will render getting out of the bed in the early mornings. Okay, they just said, what was the country? Was it Scotland? The Scottish babies, they said this right here was a April Fool's thing. You see, this is what they do. They try to get information out to warn people by saying, oh, this is April Fool's. Surprise, surprise, it's April Fool. There's nothing to see here. It's April Fool's. That's what they said. April Fool's. But Kenya is where Bill Gates has invested a whole lot of money, a ton of money in Kenya. Didn't he do those one things there? Let me see this. How did I get on Uber surveillances and stuff like that? We're just looking at these, LR. I don't even know what these things are. It's a step too far. Well, that step too far is going to occur in Kenya, in Africa, coming to a country near you. I wonder if it comes to the United States, will you have a choice as to whether your child gets microchipped or not? Will you? Will you have a choice? I don't know. Look at this. Look, CNN, honey. Look at CNN had to say. They already threw the information. They had to throw the information out there years and years and years and years ago. Look how long ago that is. We're going on how many years? 21 years now. 22 years ago. See, oh my, I got to get a drink. This is terrible. 22 years ago, CNN scientist Kevin, reading the University West London, says parents, excuse me, can keep track of their children with a tiny implant. Where was it going to stick the implant, according to the CNN World article? Thank you, Google, for your search engine, for letting us ride your search engine on this adventure, because it's quite adventurous on the Google search engine. This Google search engine will take you to places you never knew existed on the internet. Let's just say this about the Google search engine. The parents will look into doing this. So this is CNN. Oh, we're in the UK. They're having tracking microchips planted on their children. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to read the rest of that. Okay, well, they got a tiny, the scientists said they'll keep track of their children with a tiny microchip in their arm or their stomach. It could prevent the abductions, like alien abductions. How many people have been abducted by aliens and they have some kind of implant in their bodies? This is alien technology now finding its way into the majority of the population, the human population on Earth. This really does have some alien footprints, fingerprints, alien DNA, alien everything. It screams alien. Alien stuff is what it screams to me. No, they called the person a guinea pig. They called this girl a guinea pig. Look at this. Let's see CNN article. One family offered up their 11-year-old daughter as the first guinea pig to test the electronic tag, and he hopes to perfect it sometime before Christmas. The issue is set to become a controversial one in Britain, with parents welcoming the idea. But civil liberties, thank you, civil liberties, group expected to protest the Big Brother. This is an ode to the possibilities of the tags being exploited either by the authorities or illegally. The robotics. Oh, we got some robotics. What kind of robotics scientist? Warwick. Why does he's got the name Warwick? Is a controversial figure already in Britain, gaining fame after he wired his nervous system to a computer in an experience that he hopes will eventually give paralyzed people. Well, that's fine if they can have more control over their bodies. You all, this is giving me hot flashes. This is making me hot. It is. No, I'm okay for technology giving people back their mobility once they've lost their mobility. I'm all for that. I'm all for it, but don't be microchipping the babies. Don't be microchipping the children. Don't be microchipping the adults. Now, when you get, let me talk about this right here. A class 3 device, you read it in the great big bang. A class 3 implantable device was written into law. That's all I got to say about it. A class 3 implantable device. I read it. I read it myself when that came out. I did. So I'm going to end the video. I'm going to end it. Yes, Africa was such a great investment. A great investment. What did they do there? It's just making me lightheaded too, you. I'm not joking. I'm getting lightheaded. I'm getting lightheaded. $7 billion. That country has been pumped up. Pumped up. Yeah, it has. For programs and stuff. For programs. This make me getting hot. Let me just, I'm done with it. I am done with it. The government has set the record straight. I've said way, way, way too much, but there you go. Right there. I'm done reading it. There's Kenya right there. That's where Mr. Gates and his wife, you can see it right there. Right there. Right there. I'm going to go. I'm done. I'm done talking. I gotta go get cooled off. So, with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. It's now 3:16. 3:16. Right there. That's the time on this video. Right there. That's the timestamp when I said it. You see it? So, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Thank you to everyone who has joined. That's the pilot. That's going to start in Africa. And just gradually rolling with it. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. When you watch this video, if you're watching this video after the live stream, please put your comments here. Your comments matter. Your voice matters. It does matter. And no. Can we stop it? You can't stop it. That's my personal opinion, and there's other people who agree with me. You can't stop what's going to roll out, but you can be aware to where you can prepare on the inside. You can try to warn others, but it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. You just be aware of it. That way you aren't took off guard. That way you can face the future knowing what's coming. That's right. I'm going to go, you all. But let me say it. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.